Yeah, welcome once again. This morning, I wish us to look at the topic hoodoo. Hoodooism or hoodoo is a noun and at the same time a verb, and it originated in the south eastern part of the United States. That is Louisiana, New Orleans, but its main origin, I would say, is from Africa. That's why it is referred to that as African American tradition or system of magic or folklore magic. What happens is that when the slaves were taken to the States, they started practicing voodoo against their masters. When they were maltreated, for example, if a slave was whipped and locked up, that very day, the child of the slave master broke its leg, and the wife, who was using a knife in the kitchen, cut herself deeply. So they begin to see those type of association from these slaves. That is the association with the voodoo. Because of that, the code noir or the black code was passed, whereby if it was found that any slave was practicing voodoo, it was regarded as it was a death penalty. Yes, it was a death penalty for any person who was practicing voodoo. Because of that, these slaves were introduced to the Catholic Church, and when they were introduced to the Catholic Church, the ATR was then went underground, and then what is known as serialization. They begin associating these saints and angels to the voodoo deities. So, because of this association, they looked at some of the saints, like Saint Anthony of Padua, and they said Saint Anthony of Padua could recover items. They went back to look at the Orishas and looked at any Orisha who performed a similar job, and then associated the Orisha to the Saint Anthony. This serialization took place. So it began to hide under the cloak of Christianity, and still the voodoo practice was practicing. So it was being practiced. This got the name hoodoo. So now hoodoo is basically a combination of voodoo and the Christian religion. But it has evolved. It has evolved. Now you find yantras in voodoo. You find Islamic amulets being used in voodoo. You find other religions like Shintoism, Zoroastrianism, all seeping and entering voodoo. Voodoo itself is not a religion. Voodoo is a religion. It is an initiatory religion, which means that before you become a voodoo, you need to be initiated. Hoodoo is normally from the lineage, because I learnt mine from my father. So it means that it's from that lineage. Then you can also learn, even if you don't have it in your lineage, you can learn and acquire it, because it's a sort of magical practice, a belief system where we inculcate herbs, the Shimush Tehilim, which is the secret of the Psalms, the perfumes, the colognes, the essential oils, anything comes on board, and bringing the Kabbalah into it. I mean, I'm talking of the Jewish Kabbalah, which is some of the practices of the prophets. These are all brought on board to make hoodoo as it is. As a hoodoo practitioner, we have got genuine hoodoo practitioners. We have got hoodoo practitioners who are not genuine. Basically, it is work. It is work. Some call it spiritual work, meaning that you need to put in enough. And When you are consulting a hoodoo too, you must look at the hoodoo's caliber, and then the caliber of the hoodoo, and whether he is a genuine or not genuine hoodoo practitioner. In Africa, there is a misconception currently. When someone consults a hoodoo practitioner, he's expecting all the work to be done by hoodoo. I want to take this opportunity to say that when a hoodoo practitioner or a root worker or a conjurer does any job for you, it doesn't do the work completely. For example, if you want to be attracted to a particular woman or man, and the hoodoo practitioner works on it, and you decide to be avoiding the person, whenever you see the person, you go into hiding, or you'll be winking to the person in the dark, it will not take off. It needs to only trigger when you make an attempt. If you are looking for a job, it opens up avenues, an opportunity for you to obtain the job. But the mundane part of it, which is the physical part of it, you need to do it. That is what is being the greatest hurdle. When you cause a job to be done for someone, good job, the person needs to do the mundane part. So we've done a hawker, you've done a business drawing spell for the person. What is happening is that it opens avenues for the person to draw more customers. But if the person keeps maltreating the clients, or let me say speaking rudely to her clients, by the mundane part, you are disorganizing the spell that was done. This is what we need to understand. But apart from that, I think most of the voodoo practitioners do excellent job. Please, I did not say voodoo, I said hoodoo. Hoodoo practitioners, we do excellent job. This is a spiritual practice and belief system which we practice. It is folklore magic, and that's excellent well. I think this morning I've had another opportunity to meet you, lovely people. I always appreciate this meeting you one-on-one. Thank you and stay blessed. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Namaste.